What's up, boys? Today I will show you how to top 1 on Brawl, so what team to use, how to set your bot settings as well. If you like this kind of guys on the little side aspects of the game, feel free to like, subscribe, everything, blah blah blah, and let's go. So Glue Eater is a pretty common team in Brawl. Base is Z1, Goddess Liz and Gozer. We put LV in the back because LV can clutch some matchup, like against AIM, he can finish off the team. So yeah. For Gears, what do you run on this, Akatsuki?
Well, I usually run attack set on Escanor, the HP on Liz and Goter. I only have an attack set for melee, so that's what I use. But probably an HP set on melee would be better so that you can go first more.
Yeah, I see. So HP set maybe is best, but I mean, for people, if they use attack set on LV, they can't use it on Assault Meliodas. So.
I mean, exactly, and Assault Meliodas is one of the top teams to run, so that's a good point.
Okay, so attack on this one, all the other one are HP, and it's good like this, so you are almost sure to go first because the CC is super high.
First thing you want to do is to move that one to the end, so that stops the AI from ever moving skills, because if you ever watch the replays, sometimes you just see the AI merge skills and then doesn't even use them. It's like brain dead. So, even if you have no idea what to do in AI, just do that.
So for Assault Mode Meliodas, okay, you have two variations. We'll showcase you the first one without Blue Fraudrin. When you don't play him with Fraudrin, you want this team to be the counter of Blue Fraudrin teams. So in general, you pair AM with Chandler and Zeldris because they will reduce the damages you take by a lot. You can maybe replace red one by a green one. It's certainly possible. I think both are pretty good, honestly. You play green drawl because this will cuck Fraudrin for 2 turns, so it's you have the time to like stacks passive on AM, so he will probably not die. You can also do a lot of damages. Like this, Chandler is super good with his stance because the bot will just go hard on his stance and it's pretty good. We activate Chandler drawl commandments, so AM AoE does more damages and we are fine.
As in with Assault Melee, what you usually would like to do is that the AI uses the AoEs first, because sometimes you can finish off some units simply with the AoE. So then you want him to do the single targets last. So we can add or change one of those. For example, weak point. This team has no weak point, so we can change this one into attack skill. We can leave the first one as is, skill target, we'll select all, and
so yeah, we keep this here, and so it will use AoE first and then other single target. That's it?
No, go to the last one, which would be the single target, and now we do skill target single, and yeah, so like this, the AI will always try to first AoE,
yeah, you need to set both, yeah.
Then finish off with single targets.
So with Fraudrin, okay, the idea is simple. You wanna go second, of course. You want Fraudrin to die turn 1, okay, and once he dies turn 1, you will have AM ultimate and it's easy clap. So in general, we keep drawl here because in a mirror matchup, AM versus AM, both using Fraudrin, your idea is to cuck enemies Fraudrin, okay? Another one which can be interesting to use is Red Gloxinia, because Red Gloxinia will cleanse Drawl's debuff and use IM ultimates even if your opponent use Drawl, so if you see a lot of this team, you can consider this option. In the back, in general, people use Red Zeldris, and but you can also meet some Melascula, because when Fraudrin dies, Melascula enters the field, and it can be a bit tricky. Because the bots have sometimes hard time to play around our passive. So like this, I guess still AoE first here. Single at the end.
And single at the end. Now the only issue is that BRAWL also has an AoE,
but you are happy if he uses first, no? Because he will add his commandment on everyone, and then AM will have rupture.
Well, that's true. However, if you want them to use 2 AoEs, then you need to change the attack, I think. That one.
Yeah.
And do it. No, okay. So no, because like this.
Yeah, you need to check this one.
Let's see. Right now, what is it? No preference. So yeah, like this, it should always attempt to do 2 AoEs.
So this team, this is another good possibility. This team is super all-in. The idea is to do insane damages with Merlin and Sariel to kill someone fast and activate Athena's passive. This is also a good team against all Fraudrin's team, because Athena will always reduce the ultimate orbs, and so Sariel can do insane damages on AM with this team, and AM can also die pretty fast. So this is a good team in the meta. Just the only thing you require is a super stack Ludo, because Ludo needs to out CC everything. So you need him HP defense with golden roll, cosmetics max, a huge roll. I think in association is probably the best. So yeah, maybe if you use already roll with AM, maybe it can be hard to have the best CC possible on Ludo, but this is the only thing hard to do on this team. The IA is super important, because here you want really this team to put a lot of pressure with Sariel single target on first turn. So Akatsuki, same thing I think, move at the end, and you place AoE first, like this, and single target last once again?
Yeah. Go to skill selection, as in on the last one I meant.
Yeah.
The first option.
This one or below?
No, I mean the skill selection. Select as last skill.
Okay. So always.
Yeah. So again, the team has a lot of AoEs. But
so it will use 2 AoE per turn, 1 single target every turn.
Yeah. Now again, this team is very all-in. If it doesn't kill turn 1, then most of the time it's going to lose. So
yeah,
that's why we try to do it in this order.
So this team, unknown team, in general people play Goddess here, okay? If you play Goddess here, that means you don't play Glue Eater in your brawl, of course, because you need Goddess with Z1. In the current meta, people don't play Glue Eater so much in general, they prefer play Goddess in this team. Okay, if you see that the meta switch and people start to play Glue Eater a lot, this team with Grindian is very good against Z1 team. You will win like 80-90% of the time, and so it's pretty good. It's a solid point over the 3 match, so you can really consider this option if you see that Glue Eater comes back in the meta. When it's not the case, like it's now, you prefer running Goddess, and so no Glue Eater on this one. And so the idea is classical, okay? HP, attack on Merlin, and the idea is to just control ultimate with Emilia, tank with buff, and just kill people with either Merlin's ultimate or Emilia ultimate, right?
Yeah, now in this case you would put Merlin on the left. And the strength of this team is, even if they get an ultimate off, Merlin will survive, Emilia will proc the Goddess's passive, and you're basically still facing 3 units. Now the default unknown team, again, simply do the move skills on the right side. However, the default bot will, as in, he will always shield. He will apply a debuff, so it's either going to be Amelia Alt Drain or Merlin AoE debuff. And as third skill, it will always try to freeze.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure that you need to change anything in AI, because again,
like this, it will not use bomb a bit too late?
But that's I'm not sure. Is that because
You don't have any AoE, so it's fine.
So it's the bombs classified as debuff without incapacitation. So, so yeah, I mean, if you want her to drain, you can move that one earlier.
So, another good team, of course, Ban team, super good, okay, boosted with Arthur. These two, of course, must have in the team. The other two can change, okay. Here you can put Kyo, you can put Estine, you can put Z1 as well, if you want. I think it depends of your task and how it works for you. Also, maybe you don't have all characters built, so it's easy for the subunits. I think the two best are certainly Athena, can be super good because this team can lack of ult control sometimes, so this is always good to have this in hand and use this team as a counter of Fraudrin stuff. Another possibility is Twigo. I don't find him right now, but it's okay. So yeah, another possibility is here Twigo in the back to boost Ban and to be just more tanky with the team and so survive longer. Okay, you put in this order?
Usually Arthur in the middle, but I usually put
like this?
Well, actually, you can put Kyo in the middle, I guess. With the Bun team, you basically are interested in the AoEs. You don't want the AI to be using Kyo single targets, so what we do is we can replace one of these, either the Rupture or the Weak Point, into a normal attack skill type, and we do we do all.
Yeah, sorry.
Skill target all, and skill selection. I think we can do select skill regardless of selection. So basically, you will always go all in on AoEs.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe, like, share with your friend and everything. I would have loved going in more details about bot settings, but it seems like sometimes when we take some options, it doesn't work. Like if you ask the bot to use spells on highest HP unit, for example, it doesn't work all the time, so it's hard to understand what the bot is doing and all the options. So this was the basic stuff, but it should be enough to have solid teams for Brawl. One word about, of course, if you want to go for top 1 stuff like this, you need URGers on everyone, even association, same for level 90, SA5 and etc. But I think a lot of people can probably from this point go to a top 100, I think, and so this is a bit more coins every day, so you can clear the shop a bit faster, and so for free to play can be pretty good. So thanks for watching, guys, and see ya!